Hey there, this is Clay, and today we're going to talk about being clingy or needy around your ex. Something a little bit interesting happened recently, and that was that there was someone who said that they weren't being clingy at all, and they reached out to their ex and they had some sort of interaction, and their ex said, basically, you're just being way too clingy and all that. And so I really want to talk about this today because I think maybe a lot of people out there don't realize that they might be acting clingy or needy, and this is going to maybe help you wrap your mind around that a little bit and maybe give you a little bit of an insight on how you can move past that if you notice that maybe you are being a little needy or clingy. So neediness and clinginess comes from a certain type of expectation, right? A lot of times people have these expectations, especially when it comes with relationships. Just because of a lot of our culture really feeds us this sort of unhealthy view of love and relationships. My partner should complete me. My partner should make me whole. My partner should be my entire world. I would die without you. I would, all kinds of just crazy over-the-top stuff like that. And that really creates this sort of codependency in a relationship. A lot of people view their relationship like okay, those Venn diagrams that you did in like high school where there were the two overlapping circles, right? And each one of those circles represents like a certain person in the relationship, and that overlapping part is where you complete each other, right? And that feels good to have another person like complete you and to fill you up and everything, but unfortunately it's not healthy, because when that person goes away, if that person goes away on a business trip, if they leave you, if they just can't be around for a while, or they're caught up in work or something and they just really can't be there for you all the time, then what happens? They go away and you're left with that hole missing out of your circle, right? And so what you need to do is become a whole person in and of yourself so that you can really be emotionally okay whether they're there or not. Instead of that Venn diagram sort of thing, what you want is like two wedding rings that don't overlap. They just sort of kiss in the middle, right? They just sort of touch. And that point where you touch, that's the connection. It's two whole people coming together. It's not two incomplete people sort of propping each other up and completing each other. So that is one thing that you really want to cultivate within yourself, is that sense of wholeness within yourself, that sense of I am absolutely okay as I am. I don't need to be in a relationship to be all right. I don't need to have someone by my side to be all right. I don't need someone to complete me, to make me whole, to be my world or anything like that. And when you can really feel that, not just have this as like an intellectual sort of concept, but when you can actually feel it on a visceral emotional level that yes, I'm okay as an actual full person, and that is when you can start to shed those needy actions and behaviors. And that's one of the reasons why we recommend that you focus on the exercises that we give you for active no contact. Secondly, I also want to talk about covert contracts, because clinginess and neediness comes from an idea of what we call covert contracts. And I actually got this from a psychologist named Dr. Robert Glover, who wrote a book for men. But a covert contract, according to his definition, is when you have an implicit agreement with someone else that they don't know about. It's just sort of in your own mind. Like, if I do blank for you, then you will do blank for me. And this is not something you tell them explicitly. This is not something that they're even aware of. This is just something that you've sort of created in your own mind. And that can take the form of, if I take care of you and make sure all of your needs are met, then you'll take care of me and make sure that I'm loved and respected. Or if I keep the house clean and tidy, then you'll love me forever. Or if I give you sex whenever you want it, then you'll never leave me. It can take a lot of forms like this, and often these covert contracts come from an overall insecurity or an overall discomfort of really getting your own needs met, or asking for what you want out in the world. And what you want to do is to really pay attention to those covert contracts that may be going on in your mind, and to really try to detach yourself from those outcomes, because that really creates the neediness and the clinginess. And if you keep going with those covert contracts, you will create resentment, you will create a lot of contempt, because that will build up inside of you, because you will be fulfilling your side of the deal, but they won't be fulfilling their side of the deal. And it's really not their fault, because they didn't even know the agreement was there in the first place. They never agreed to anything. That all just happened inside your own mind. So again, try to get past those unhealthy covert contracts and try to really focus on making yourself whole, and you won't have to worry about being needy in a relationship or being clingy in a relationship. So I hope this helps you out, and if you'd like to learn more about how to get back together with the person that you love, then head on over to relationshipinnergame.com and sign up there for free so that we can help you out. Thanks.